All right, so welcome to the exchange. So, first and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to give you my opinion on what I see in the stock markets. Looking to the left to see what has happened, then looking to the right to see what may happen. Do your own due diligence. Make sure you invest money in things you know about. If you don't know, invest in yourself and learn. That's the best way you can make money out here and have some security in these markets. So, let's look at what happens to stock markets so we can get a better idea and some security in exchange. Welcome to the Exchange Show.
Okay, let's get started with Rigetti. All right. So if you were like, I missed out on AI. So this one's not an expensive AI play. It's currently at $8.46. We're looking for it to continue down to the downside. I see the next area of support being about $5.89, but there's also a demand area down here at $3 and change, so right under $4. Now, regardless of where you're at, if you think AI is going to pop back up and it's going to do well and it's going to be great, you're still in a great place to start buying if you are interested in it. Now, me personally, I'm still going to wait. There's another way I want to play this as well, and right now I'm good with just doing puts on this to the downside because I feel like it's going to continue to the downside until it hits a strong level of support. Now, that 589, very strong level. This is where the 200-day moving average is, and that's at $4. If it goes past 589, I may look to get a little money in this because that may end up being very good for me in the future. So that's it for my AIs for this week. I'm only doing one. Next, I got Pfizer. So you know Pfizer's, of course, medical. We are looking to pop up, and the minimum I'm looking forward to do is probably up here to its earnings area at $28.49. If I turn this on, yeah, it's probably going to do that. But we have a pullback at this point. It's in a small demand zone. So that small demand zone is right around the current price. Oh, sorry, where price started on Friday, and that's around $26. It ended on 26.43. Now, with that being said, you had to watch for the follow through to break this area here, $27 and change. And the reason we're looking forward to break that is because this is where our last area of resistance was. So if we can break that, it's most likely going to continue going up. But I'm looking forward to go to the last earnings area of $28.51. Okay, so here's the meat and potatoes of this week on the exchange, and we're going to be talking about gold. And why we talk about gold? Because gold is a place people go to get away from volatile markets. All right, we're literally at the ticker gold. This is the Barrett Gold Company. All right, we have a textbook cup and handle. All right. So the reason this is a cup and handle is specifically you see the arch here. The main thing you look for at the end of the arch is a point up, a point down, and then you're looking for a continuation to the upside. Okay. That's what you're looking for. This looks like it may be setting up for a great cup and handle push to the upside. The reason I'm saying that, I'm just looking at volume. I'm looking at where it's at here. If we want a bullish move, it should not break this 50 down here in this indicator. It should pop up. Next thing I'm looking at is this. I have my sell signal, but here's the thing. The reason I designed this the way I did is because a certain way I trade. I am horrible at thinking pullbacks are reversals. So I need something to tell me, hey, this is just a pullback. So this is what I've been training myself to do. I am looking for an uptrend that started here. All right. And that was on January 30th. I got a buy signal on gold. Okay. So next thing I want to do is I want to make sure I understand the current trend is up. This is a pullback in that trend to continue to the upside. Okay. The only issue is when does this trend stop? So if I don't know when this trend here stops, I need to wait. So how do I wait? I give myself another signal. So when I get a buy signal for gold, I'm going to get in. And it's probably going to be sooner rather than later. So what I'll do is if I'm doing an option, I usually go for entry into the 4-hour time frame. So the reason I did the daily is because I know the trend. I know what I'm looking for. I need to see if this is the bottom which it looks like it could be. It looks like it could be. But there's more room here to about $16.60 something cents. If it gets to here, I would then look for a buy signal in this area to push up. There may be orders waiting down here that have not been picked up. And it looks like there are right here in this area. So what I'm going to do is I want to box this up. And the reason I'm boxing it up in the lower time frame is because I want to see what it looks like in the higher time frame as well. And that lines up with the 200-day moving average. So I'm going to go back to the daily. That lines up with the 48-day moving average. So for me, I use the 48 set of 50. I don't know why. I like it. Everybody does something different. So this is what I do. This would line up great for a push to the upside. But I'm going to tell you this. I love the way the pattern looks here. I would love if it just took off from here. At the lowest case scenario to entry, it would be around here, the high $16 area. So that's gold. The next one we're going to talk about is GFI. So GFI is our Gold Fields Limited. So these are mining companies. And guess what? Same thing. Okay, so the same thing we talked about with gold, we're talking about with GFI. It's got the same cup and handle pattern. I'm not even going to go through it, but I'm looking for it either continue down here to the 48, which is right near the 200 as well. So that would be in the mid 16s at the worst case scenario. If I happen to get a buy signal before then, I'm jumping in because I know this pattern. It's a great pattern. I don't see it all the time. I see it very rarely from the way I trade and the companies I trade. So when I see it, I'm very excited. Next, we got SSRM. So SSRM, not KM. If I learn how to type, this will be easier. This is another mining company for gold. This one is on a tear to the upside. It's at $9.99. I have this line here drawn, this trend, because once again, I'm looking for this trend to break to the upside. There is a lot of room to the downside, though, for this stock. The reason I say that is because there's a gap down here at $8.40 something cents, and that would line up eventually with this 48-day moving average. Another thing is there's a lot of places here it can stop. So I have a place here, it can stop there, it can stop here, it can stop. Where else can it get held up at? Around here. If you're wondering why am I placing these supports in certain areas, it's because literally all I'm doing is looking for places where price action stalled out. That's all I'm doing. I'm just looking for places where the candles got flat. Those are areas that would be of interest to me. So if it comes down, looking for a stop at 942, then 901, then fill this gap, and this candle here, this imbalance candle, come down 791. I don't really care. If it comes down to an area I'm comfortable buying it, I would get this. But I'm really interested in gold and SSRM, but mostly gold. So that's what I got for you this week. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. I'm going to be putting videos out every week as usual. And of course, there's books that I got for you on the website. Click the link below because if you want to learn how to invest like a beginner, I got a book for you. If you're interested in a government TSP or thrift savings plan, I got a book for that too. And of course, there may be something new coming out. I'm not sure if I have the time to do it. That's the thing. I actually work a regular job. So this is something I do on the side just because I like doing it. And there may be something else coming out. I'm working on it, but I haven't committed to it yet. So let's see what happens. That's what I got for you this week on The Exchange. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next week.